let's see how things go. Hello. Thank you for the ears. Yeah, how is everybody? How has everybody's weeks been going? It's Wednesday, so for those that are Monday to Friday, it'd be halfway through the week. How you doing? Alright, where is... Ooh, the statue over there. Should we go to the statue? Let's go have a look at and see if we can get to the statue. That looks like a sphinx. Ooh. Okay. That's giving me a map, I think. So I need to look for that thing and that thing. So I can always see where you are. Is there a giant head statue somewhere? A giant person. She fell down ages ago. Oh no. Well. It shows how observant I am. So is it literally gonna be a statue or I'm not gonna duct tape her to the chair. That's just mean. This isn't that kind of stream. You're right, Aliana. It is not that kind of stream. I don't really have any way to attach her to the back of the chair that isn't like gonna either damage her or the chair, so. Well, now you are, Cardi. Now you're suggesting rope. Velcro, glue. A little bit too permanent. The glue is. Velcro might work, but then I've got to attach this to the chair somehow. Magnets. Magnets would be good. But then somehow I've got to attach magnets to her. No gun. You're just getting more violent now, madman. I'm getting a little worried about you all. Surgical implant of a steel plate. I think I might be able to do that, but then she wouldn't be as snuggly. I do sometimes, like, actually have her as a plushie, not just a prop. Or you can just replace it with a PNG. Yeah. I could. I do want to, oh, there's shiny over here. I do want to make, like, a little PNG friend. This game is so pretty. Do I, like... Maybe I don't walk through them. I try and climb the slide? No? Well, some of the Miranda one did something. So I guess maybe not all of them do something. This is just literally a kid playing on a slide. Or next to a slide. Was the Miranda one that was there before they put in the extra stuff? I'm guessing. Yeah, this game is super pretty. Okay. They've added many Easter eggs since release. Cool. I haven't found the head yet, though. It did look like I was pretty far away from that, because it didn't take up my whole vision. Oh, hey. It's the actual slide. Let's grab this while we've been wandering anyway. Ooh, it's an audio log. Wonderful.
The rotting remains of the old world should fill me with melancholy. Even here on this remote island, our ancestors could not escape their fate. And yet, I find there is something pathetic about these ruins that evokes anger and even contempt. I feel it is a mistake to accept this catastrophe with equanimity. What we see here should offend us. When witnessing this triumph of entropy, we should aspire to a warrior spirit, even a kind of hate of the past and its failures that will never allow such a thing to happen again.
Well, I think I saw a... what's the name? Statue, so I might as well look at that while I'm here. Oh yeah, another one that needs the... needs a green going into it. Okay. Oh, we have a social media post. Paris was an ancient city, sometimes called the City of Light, one of the great capitals of the world, home to tradition and innovation alike. It was the birthplace of one of the greatest revolutions in history, a moment that gave birth to modernity in all its glories and horrors alike. The spirit of freedom that was born here, though it was suppressed by enemies and traitors, never entirely faded, and it lived on in the minds of artists for many generations. Maybe something of that spirit still remains in us. This is pretty far from that. It feels like it's further away than I am right now. I still don't see statues. Just realised why you have to laser the Pandora statues are green. Green is the colour of hope. Hope is the last thing to escape Pandora's box. Yeah, I guess green is the colour of hope. Because it's the colour of like new life and spring kind of thing. It's like, are there any like specific references to green being the colour of hope? Whoop. Well, I can't swim everywhere, huh? Oh, come on. Fine. Don't go into deep water. Hydrogen monoxide poisoning achievement. I might have got an achievement. I've kind of started tuning out. Theme achievements a little bit. I thought that was a common association. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't really think of colours as associations to things so much. Ah, hope, the most terrible of curses and world ills. Glad it stayed in the box. But it didn't. You know it didn't. Oh, hi.
There's so much to discover on this island that sometimes it overwhelms me. Every lake, every forest contains an incredible, interconnected, permanently changing network of organisms. And every one of those organisms is almost infinitely complex and contains other organisms within itself. It seems impossible to ever really grasp. But then, step by step, I do understand. It takes time and effort, but it's not impossible. And there's a lot of joy to be found in simply taking the time to truly study something. I spent 5 years studying a single flower, and it never got boring.
I wonder if there was a cat in Pandora's box as well. Dead? Alive? We'll never know. Yep. We'll see. Like, I'm wondering if I can get a green thing from here. I know this is... I'm doing puzzles out of order, but it's fine. Hopefully a live cat. Oh, Schrödinger, what have you done to us? Oh, it's here. Well, aren't you an asshole? still remember that cartoon with Schrödinger explaining what they couldn't know if the cat was alive or dead unless they opened the box and suddenly there was a loud meow. It depends on if you believe in ghosts or not. Right, I can't take this with me anywhere. Is there a red thing somewhere? Yes. Everyone always forgets the vial of poison gas also in the box that could break open at any time, any random time. Yeah, but if it meows, it's alive. Like, that's the point of the joke. That's the joke. Anyway. How? How? Just how? I guess I have skipped a few puzzles here. Can I actually do both of these at once? You know what really messes with your head though? If the universe for every thing is real, then it resolves the predestination paradox, as we're both free to make whatever choices we want, but predestined to make all of them in different universes. That's a cool way to think of it, actually. I like that. There's really nothing else in here. Well, I don't think I can make green in here anyway, so. Which means no matter how badly you screw up, there's a universe where you didn't. That's really cool. There is also the whole thing of no matter how well you have it, there's a universe where you don't. And that makes me sad for the other Miis. Ever wonder how the other Miis are getting along? Yeah, that's what I was just meant. Like,
I can't
this
stop
Mii's
thinking
getting
about
along relatively
Miranda.
well.
A new person not born in New Jerusalem? Can you imagine that? I wonder what it's like to be her.
Probably not that different.
How do you mean?
I barely spent any time in New Jerusalem, and I'm not that weird.
We'll see about that.
Well, let's see about something. Do you want to solve some of these puzzles?
Oh no, please. No puzzles. I'm So bad at puzzles. I barely got out of the booting process. Elohim thought I might be defective.
What do you think the towers are for?
Maybe they're for powering up the megastructure? Or maybe they just open it, like keys. Why? No idea. But aren't they gorgeous? Just incredible feats of engineering?
Yeah.
I don't know who built this place, but whoever they were, they must have had a purpose. Making something so beautiful feels like a statement of intent.
Journalist famously had a conversation with Stephen Hawking where he asked him, does that mean there's a universe where I'm smarter than you? Stephen Hawking replied, yes, and one where you're funny. Oh, that's brilliant, Aliana. That's perfect. I have a theory that deja vu is simply the memories of the other yous experiencing the same thing just earlier. And some of our dreams, nightmares, and the memories of the other yous that get transferred to nourish you upon the death of that particular you. That's trippy to think of. Some of my dreams are really weird though. Yeah, I have trouble remembering my dreams. But the ones that I do remember are really not things you would want to happen to you, ever. Usually. Deja vu is just when your memory kind of short circuits and feedback the new memory as if it was something you're recalling. Yeah, I don't know. I've had weird things where sort of like there was one time at like a really informal restaurant that a waiter came and sat with us and was chatting while taking our order, and I felt like I'd had a dream of the same thing happening. So like there's some weird shit happens with our memories. True multiverse exists, then that means somewhere, somehow, there's an entire planet made of chocolate and a giant sea turtle floating through space with elephants on its back that balances like this. Yeah. Have you ever read the Science of Discord books? Because I think they talk about like seeing other planets with that are actually like globes, and like how improbable that is to them. Don't care how deja vu happens, it helps you win 1k on a scratcher for the lottery once. Wow, that's cool. Oh, hello Fox. Who knows what's possible? I mean, we recently discovered a star that had clouds similar to those we get on Earth. A star with clouds? What? Really? That's crazy. I wonder if that was like left over from a planet crashing into the star or something. That's really interesting. If you have a link to that, I'd love to see what they found. It's a brown dwarf, but it still counts. Yeah. Which part of the life cycle is a brown dwarf? Is it after it starts after the star starts cooling down? Brown dwarf is hot Jupiter. Okay. Or is it while it's still like it's still forming? Here's number 5. frozen. So I think oh, it's a failed star. Didn't quite get big enough to ignite fusion, but still behaves like a star astronomically speaking. Has orbiting planets, etc., but then arguably so does Jupiter. We just call them moons. Yeah, but then Jupiter's going around a star, so could be considered a rogue planet with moons, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. It's very interesting, and it's fascinating to me how we all, like, as humans, we feel the need to classify everything. Like, it's just is what it is. Yeah, cursed to classify everything. Wait, so if this is off, no, it doesn't turn that one off. Okay. How about okay. That opens up that. And that also opens up that. Okay, cool. So we've got this open. Magnet stars? Scare the crap out of you? What are magnet stars? Did I just do it? It's space, technically everything is orbiting something. I did it! Awesome.
I sent the drone to have a look at one of the other puzzle clusters. It seems they remain inert until they're connected. I uploaded the pictures to the log.
Should we check them out with the VTOL?
Let's conserve fuel as much as we can. There's no point in going there if it's all dead.
They're not gonna go and check out all these things that they want to send me to. Fine. A magnetar had a quake and released more energy in 0.25 seconds than the sun does in... Whoa, 250,000 years. Hey, Rickus. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. I'm Panda. Energy wave hit the Earth and ionized the upper atmosphere. Played hell with satellites at the time. The magnetar was 50,000 light years away. Wow, when was that? That's crazy to think of. I was just walking past everything. 2004. That's crazy. Oh, this is the one that I got stuck on. Oh dear. If that was within 500 light years of Earth, the AM spike would have fried every electrical system, including organic neurons. Shit. So we're lucky in a lot of ways then. This is species. I guess I could just stand on this. Doi. If it happens, we'd never know. Every person and animal on the planet would just die within a split second. Yeah. It's true. So if I just stand on that. And that doesn't do anything. This opens that. Oh, but if I have this connected up, so let's put you back there. I have this connected up to that, then it can just sort itself out. Give it a little extra time. Yeah. Okay, so we've opened this up. There we go. A lot of waves passing through space that could either wipe out half or all of the Earth and we'd have no forewarning. Yeah. I guess it's just one of the things of...
Good. Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
It's a much bigger scale of, like, what could happen just by walking down the street. It's... like, you could just be the person to get... like, to be unlucky. And be in a particular airplane. Like, there's all sorts of risks that come with being alive. But the things in between are the things that make it worth it. The interactions with people, like trying to leave the place better than you found it. Yeah, literally the galactic equivalent of a planet stepping off a curb and getting hit by a bus. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's a fair thing to be afraid of, Aliana. Like, that's one of the things you get from having kids. You just don't want to... You want the best for them. You don't want to let them down. You want to make sure that they have the best life that they can. Yeah, kids are sticky. They're not for everyone, but I can understand wanting to have kids. Wanting to wanting to continue the species. Wanting to influence how the next generation is by being as good a parent as you can be and
Every site
getting
we've
them to grow up
investigated
to
has
be
had one of these labs, but they seem
as good as
primitive
possible.
compared to some of the technology we're seeing above ground.
Are we even sure that the labs and the puzzles belong to the same people?
There seems to be a connection between the experimental setups in the labs and some of the puzzle technology.
Correlation does not necessarily imply causation, though.
True. But just because we don't understand the connection, that doesn't mean it's not there. What we have here is two things that reflect each other. We just don't understand how that reflection works or what causes it.
Maybe Miranda can tell us.
Yeah, you've got a really, really tough stick right now, Aliana, and I really feel for you. Like, I hope you've got people around you that know you and would rally if something were to happen. But know that we're here to hopefully provide some levity, and hope that you don't have to deal with everything mentally on your own, at least. We're here to hang out and be internet friends, at least. Levity. This is an emo server now. No. Oh, you moved to be close to your family and a few years later they fucked off. That's annoying. Like, that must be so frustrating. Your mum has no concept. That's why you're pissed somehow. Oof. Yeah, like, did you ever tell her that's why you moved to be near? Because you wanted some familial support? Because I've been tempted to move near my mum. She moved near me. She moved near to be nearer to me and my sister, so we both live in different parts of the country. And she moved so that she's like an hour away from both of us because she wanted to be nearer. But I'm quite tempted to move to, like, suggest to my partner that we move there because it's a really pretty place. But we're quite close to his family here, so like it would be it would be a conversation. Yeah. Anyway, after a lifetime dedicated to the written word, I'm faced with a task I could never have expected: writing an epitaph not only for myself but for my species. In the unlikely event that Alexandra Drennan is successful, and one day someone reads this, what meaningful insight can I share into this strange phenomenon that is humanity? I spent days thinking about it, and now I'm running out of time, so I'll set down the one thought that I simply can't shake. It didn't have to be this way. With more time, we could have found a cure. With a few political victories, we could have been prepared. Change any factor, even by a little, and we would have made it. This isn't divine punishment, it's just dumb luck. I'm reaching for something here. I don't know what it is. Forgiveness? Grace? Acceptance? No, I hate the idea of accepting this. Hope, maybe? I feel like the story is unfinished. Maybe it should be. No epitaphs for humanity. I pray Drennan is right. It didn't have to be this way, and yet it was. Failed to load comment. Sharon, from 51 Tales by Lord Dunsey. Sharon leaned forward and rode. All things were one with his weariness. It was not with him a matter of years or of centuries, but of wide floods of time, and an old heaviness and a pain in the arms that become for him part of the scheme that the gods had made and was of a piece with eternity. If the gods had even sent him a contrary wind, it would have divided all time in his memory into two equal slabs. So grey were all things, always where he was, that if any radiance lingered a moment among the dead, on the face of such a queen perhaps as Cleopatra, his eyes could not have perceived it. It was strange that the dead nowadays were coming in such numbers. They were coming in thousands, where they used to come in 50s. It was neither Sharon's duty nor his wont to ponder in his grey soul why this things may be. Sharon leaned forward and rode. Then no one came for a while. It was not unusual for the gods to send no one down from earth for such a space, but the gods knew best. Then one man came alone, and the little shade sat shivering on a lonely bench, and the great boat pushed off. Only one passenger. The gods knew best, and great and weary Sharon rode on and on beside the little silent shivering ghost. And the sound of the river was like a mighty sigh that grief in the beginning had sighed among her sisters, and that could not die like the echoes of a human sorrow, failing on earthly hills, but was as old as time and the pain in Sharon's arms. Then the boat from the slow grey river loomed up to the coast of Dees, and a little silent shade, still shivering, stepped ashore. And Sharon turned the boat to go wearily back into the world. Then the little shadow spoke that had been a man. "I am the last," he said. No one had ever made Sharon smile before. No one before had ever made him weep. There is an obvious and perhaps intended interpretation that this is the end of humanity and the last shadow is the last human to die. But another interpretation is equally possible, that humanity has achieved immortality and the last shadow is the last human to die. I prefer the latter. Oh, Miranda seems so, optimistic around everything. Name a project. 4. Right, trial 803, version 0.08 unsuccessful. Same problem as with trial 108. Repeated all calculations. Same result. Weird. Trials 804 to 891. Experiment modified to gain further insights into unexpected error. Inconsistent results. Trials 892 to 937. Simultaneous trials affecting each other via unknown mechanism. What's going on here? Interesting. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Oh, are we gonna have gravity stuff in the next one? Oh, it's gonna be weird. Okay. Let's see if I can find that schematic that we need to download. Because that'll be probably in here somewhere too. Ever seen Labyrinth? No. Laws are made to be broken. Sure. I haven't seen Labyrinth. Do I need to rectify that? Muppets and Bowie. Okay. I will write it down. I've heard of it. I know Bowie was in it. But yeah, I have not actually ever watched it. Am I missing the schematics, or do I not get the schematics until I've done all the puzzles in the area? You familiar with the works of Asher? Specifically an image called Relativity. Not really, honestly. Voodoo? Voodoo. Right, I think I skipped number 6. I need to find a thingy. So I can check. Here we go. Yes, I did. Is this number 6? Yes. Yes, this is all going over my head. It's fine. You can entertain yourselves. Makes my job easier anyway. Film in which David Bowie does the voice of a baby, because no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't persuade the baby to talk on film. But yeah, you guys know by now, lots of stuff goes on in my head when we're streaming. Right, what am I supposed to be doing here? So if I bring this out... That baby just turned 40. Wow, old film then, huh? Well, old for a film. Okay, let's go... Let's do that. So now we don't need this here. Good. But now what do I do with this? What am I even trying to do? I'm trying to get 2 things over here, which presumably are the changer and the connector. Presumably I'm trying to get this on. Can it get turned off by the other side? No. Can only get turned off on this side. But we can't open this up on this side because it doesn't want to. if I do this. Alright, see you later, Pugs. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. So that keeps that open at least. And then this will open up that, but I can't... How do I get... Oh, here we go. Okay, so I need that, that, and that. So now I can remove this one. Hopefully. And now we're all over here. Yay. Okay, I got it. Do-do-do. Okay, that's number 7 done. More content. I walk in the garden without fear as stars swirl across the sky. I stand among the tall lilies who lift their faces to the passing eons. Here I will do no harm, and no harm will come to me. For alas, my long journey is over, and I am at home. Beautiful makes me feel calm and happy. This is my new favourite of yours, I think. Although maybe Step by Step Towards the Nightingales might still win out. Let's say it's a tie. Words are definitely beautiful, but to me it seems like a poem about death. I don't think our journey's over. Maybe it never will be. It's my greatest dream. That all this is just a momentary stop. Place where you rest for a little while before we go on to new adventures. Interesting. I always thought of humanity's journey as long and exhausting, a search for home. Homes are important, but we are wanderers, Amesh. We need new horizons, and the more we travel, the more we perceive our homes with new eyes and find more to love. Wow, a response from Byron himself. Thank you for the thoughts, everyone. I really appreciate them. Hey, Rickers. So this is the 3rd tower. And that was number 7? That was number 6, but I've also done number 7. So I've only got 8 left. And I've not done everything in all the other ones. I've done 2 in one of them and 1 in the other.